Hi guys, welcome back to my vlog. Cohen's being goofy this morning. In today's vlog, I'm basically going to be explaining to you guys how my exclusively pumping journey has gone. I'm gonna give you all the details because in the very beginning it wasn't very great. But yeah, I'm going to give you a Momcozy S12 Pro review. I'm currently finished pumping right now, so I'm going to go ahead and empty that with you guys on the video. Just a disclaimer though, everybody pumps completely different. I'm quite a bit of an oversupplier, so I'm going to give everybody a heads up right now. But this is my first technical pump of the morning. So yeah, last time I pumped was at like 3 a.m. last night. And I got 7 ounces with that pump. And then this is probably going on like 7 hours because I sleep through the night right now. I don't wake up to pump and everything like that. So let's get into it. I'm not going to do Tetris with this on the video because no. Alright, so I had to just clean my pitcher and my breast milk bottle holder things because what I do is, so like yesterday's pumps I put into, I have a blender bottle, so like just a normal, he's very energetic this morning, which I don't understand because he decided to have me up from 1:30 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the morning, while his sister slept from 8 until 3:30 in the morning, and then she didn't get back up until 10, which is why I'm having such a late pump this morning. I didn't start pumping, so I fed her, and then I started pumping about 10:30. Again, my last pump was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Got 7 ounces that time. I think I was at like 6 hours in between a pump session last night. So what my normal schedule is like is it's kind of honestly all over the place. It depends on the day, how we sleep and everything like that. Like I said before, I am an oversupplier, so I don't have to worry too much as of right now about my supply like dropping significantly. I've never pumped less than 5 ounces every sesh, so again, not everybody pumps like this. This is not a normal supply. I'm getting anywhere from like 32 to 40 something ounces every day. And the reason why I started doing the pitcher method is because I will show you guys my supply that I have already, my freezer supply, because there's so much, so much. I want to go through and actually count how many ounces I have in there right now, but I definitely have over, way over 100 ounces in there. Like, I'll show you guys in a minute. Mama's doing something right now, buddy, okay? So again, I use the Momcozy S12 Pros. I have since I was 2 weeks postpartum. I was using the Xoxo Z2s, and I like that pump because it gives you the option to be hands-free, but the flanges or something, or the suction, something along those lines was not working for me. And I got cracked nipples that were bleeding. I got the whole pink milk and everything with it, so it was not a very good experience. So I switched to the Momcozy S12 Pros because my sister uses this and she really likes them. But this is my pump from this morning. My right boob is the oversupplier, or the one that supplies the most. And then sometimes it'll be my left, so it kind of goes back and forth. But really quick, I'm going to grab my 7 ounces that I have from last night and pour it into my pitcher. So what I've found research wise, you don't want to like shake up the bottle. I know you can, but it like makes my milk really foamy. So I just simply roll it in my hands to kind of get the, because there's like fat on the sides. You guys probably can't even see what I'm talking about. That I want to mix in because that's all the good stuff. I use a 32 ounce mason jar pitcher. I will attach that link to the bio below. Just so if you guys are interested, you guys can go ahead and order that for yourself. Again, roll it in my hands just to get that fat dissolved in there. When you're exclusively pumping, you go through so many dishes. It's ridiculous. So let's see how much I got milk-wise this morning. Alright, so I just used my Medela milk bottle things that I had the last time when I was breastfeeding Cohen, just to store the milk, because I don't put all my milk in here at the same time. That milk that I just put in was already in the fridge for over an hour. That was my night pump or whatever. So that one's already cold. I don't want to put this warm milk in there, because then what that's going to do is it's going to bring that back to a warmer temperature, which then obviously brings that one to a temperature that it's not already at. So it's like basically warming it back up, and that's not what you want to be doing. I know like some people, when there's a lot of milk in there, might do that, but I don't like to do that necessarily. I think I'm gonna have to wash a third. Bottle holder, because I'm already at 6 ounces right there. And that was just the first one. So now I'm going on to the second one, and I think this one has more milk in it, so we'll see. Okay. So already at 10 ounces. I'm gonna say I probably have 12 ounces. That's my guesstimate. We'll see. So there's that. I'm gonna wash another dish really quick so I can pour the rest of this inside there. Again, like I said, you go through so many dishes when you're pumping exclusively. Like when I breastfed and pumped, I did not go through as nearly many dishes. Like I had bottles, of course, but I have pump carts and everything else that I'm constantly washing multiple times a day. My hands are getting the brunt of it all, unfortunately. They're getting very dry, and like I keep getting like eczema dots on my hands, so like they're just super not happy right now. Okay. I always have a clean towel there so that I can just dry these off instead of using paper towel, because otherwise I will go through paper towels so fast it would be ridiculous. Yesterday I got 35.5 ounces pumping. I don't know what I'm at already today because I'm still finishing this one, but I'm definitely probably almost at 20 ounces. Even though I have a good supply, I hate when I lose a little bit of milk. The other night I accidentally dumped my smaller bottle holder or whatever, and I was so upset. I was like, I might have a lot of milk stored and stuff like that, but it doesn't make it any easier when you lose it. Okay. So, this is a little past the 5, so I'm gonna pour some of it in this smaller bottle and then I will give you guys an amount. All right, so here are 2 5 ounces, and here's like a 2.5, so 12.5 ounces. I was close. So what I'm going to do is, here's my already chilled milk in this pitcher. This is the milk that I'm going to be using tomorrow, along with these. They're just going in the fridge for right now. Throw those all there. Put this pitcher in here. And then, like I said, blender bottle, I was not joking. I'm just using one of my blender bottles, and I just kind of do this to get the milk mixed. So that's the bottle I'm using for today's milk, and that was pumped yesterday. So products that I've been using other than like the pump itself is, let me just grab them. So I use the Lancino Organic Nipple Balm. I like to put this on multiple times a day just to prevent these puppies getting cracked again, because that was the worst experience ever. It was super painful. I literally did not want to pump at all when that happened. So I use breast milk bags that are BPA free, all the good stuff. Normally I use, I think it's Medela bags, but I did the Target brand Up and Up this time just to save some money because I go through them so fast. And then also I use the Medela nipple pads to prevent myself from leaking through, because I will at certain points of the day. Now that I'm almost 7 weeks postpartum, it's regulated at this point, so it's not constantly leaking. The only main time that I actually leak is in the middle of the night. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my breast milk stash. Just excuse the fact that my freezer is unorganized right now, but you guys will get the gist of how much milk I have. So basically most of these down here are 3.5, 3 ounces. Then I have, this is like my very first milk, as you guys can tell from the color. This one I actually left out at room temperature longer than expected, so I'm gonna use this for a bath or something for her. But you can tell, you know, how it's like more yellow, 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 and then it gets really white. Again, yellow. This is the older bag. These are gallon bags right here, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 gallon bags full. I have this whole section. I'm putting another section here, and then these are the ones I just froze from yesterday's supply that I didn't use, because that's what I do when I have leftover. Here's some more. There's another one just hiding right here, which I'm gonna throw right there. But you guys can kind of get an idea that I'm quite a huge oversupplier. Yeah. So like I said, my schedule's all over the place. I normally don't like to go past 5 hours in between pumps because of obvious reasons. So I don't like to go past that 5 hour mark, but at night is the main time that I do go past that, because I just sleep through the night as long as she's sleeping. What I treat it as is, so when she eats, I feed her, and then when she's done eating, I go ahead and pump, because I'm acting basically like I'm breastfeeding her, so it's doing it on demand. And because of how long I pump for 30 minutes in between the 1 to 3 setting on there. That's why I get so much milk. I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna say. So like I said, she's getting 3.5 to 4 ounces of milk every 3 to 4 hours right now. She's definitely going through a growth spurt, I would say, at this moment, because she just has been wanting the 4 ounces, and if she doesn't get the 4 ounces, she gets pretty cranky. But she's also what I call my spit up queen, because she spits up quite often, which I did bring up to the pediatrician. He said that was completely fine, that it's normal up to 6 months of age. He would only be worried if she was like choking on it, lethargic, not gaining weight, all that stuff, and she's perfectly fine. So he's not worried about it. But now I want to kind of give you guys a review on the Momcozy S12 Pro, along with what I've been doing to kind of keep my supply, supplements I'm using, all that kind of stuff. So let's get into that, and that'll probably wrap up the vlog. I just said vlog. Jeez, oh Pete's. So I'm going to give you guys my review while I'm getting ready to clean my dishes from the middle of the night and everything like that. So Momcozy, I heard a lot of things like all over on TikTok. That's kind of like always talked about. And I didn't do much research on like a wireless or whatever hands-free pump. I just knew that I really wanted one. My insurance didn't really cover that. I had to pay to get a hands-free, so that's why I decided just to go with the Xoxo S12 or Z2. Jeez, oh Pete's. What are you doing? Can you please sit down? I put on Disney World vlogs because he likes to watch Disney vlogs with me because he wants to go back to Disney, which I don't blame him because I do too. But anyways, back to my review. So I really like the Momcozy S12 Pro. I will say this is my second one I've had to get because one of my actual like pumps itself kind of just like died out of nowhere. So, and it didn't like die, like it still pumped, but it wasn't pumping very good. So like I wasn't getting as much milk out of the one that it was pumping. So we ended up contacting Amazon because that's where my grandma ordered these from, and Amazon sent a brand new one to us, just had to send back the other one. So A+ for my grandma's trying to call me right now. Speak of the devil. Shout out to Amazon for their customer service, because I know Momcozy, from what I understand, is not very good about replacing things like that. So shout out to Amazon, because thank you. I was stressed out there for a minute that my supply was gonna disappear because of how weak that motor was getting. So I will say the motor in that one itself wasn't very great, but this one I've had now for a month and it's been fine. So there's that. I like how much milk it holds. I like that it's hands-free. I like that the suction isn't like super duper painful. Like my letdown obviously is a little painful every time I pump, but that's normal. But like with my Xoxo, I was wincing the whole time because it hurt so bad. So yeah, I would give, out of 5 stars for the Momcozy, I would give it like a 4.5, just because of what the other motor broke. But otherwise, I really like this pump. I like that, I charge them or whatever, and they're fine for quite a long time. Like I said, I only pump for 30 minutes, and that's every 4 to 5 hours that I'm pumping, so I get a lot of life out of them. And I really like it. There's lots of parts to clean. I will say that's like the one downside, but I think every pump is kind of like that these days. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to these pumps that you have to clean, so 10 in total. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. They also come with these cute like little like bags that you can put them in. So like when you're traveling and stuff like that, you just kind of carry them in there. They also send you with these breast pump wipes. So like when you're done and let's say you're on the go, you can just wipe them down and then they're ready to go for your next pump. So that's really convenient. They come with little tiny brushes so that you can brush the tiny spots that you need to get to and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really like these pumps. I don't really use the Xoxo Z2 anymore because of my experience with it. It was a great pump at first. Like I was pumping a lot and stuff like that, but I think the power to it suction wise was just too much for my sake. So yeah. So I'm not the best example when it comes to what I do to keep my supply because I'm so busy between Cohen, who's currently in his room probably making another mess, even though it's already just a huge mess, taking care of her, trying to do stuff for me. It's been a really interesting kind of balance learning thing that I've been doing. So I normally do have like one bigger meal in between like morning and afternoon. So I'll have like one meal then, I have a dinner, I'll eat snacks in between, but I don't really like have set meals and stuff like that. I don't intake a bunch of water, which I probably should. I do though at least drink a bottle of water every hour, I try to do. But when I was pregnant, I was intaking 75 fluid ounces of water or more every day. So it's been a huge difference as far as my water intake. I do eat more proteins. I would say that really helps with your milk supplies, proteins. So like eggs, avocado, stuff like that. I do this new thing lately and it's a hash brown patty. I cut up some avocado. I'll make a scrambled egg and I'll maybe cook up some like sausage links and I mix them all together. So it's basically like a hash brown bowl and I eat that. It's so filling and lots of protein and all the good stuff. So that really helps, especially with my supply. Along with that, the only supplement or stuff that I'm doing right now is a prenatal. I'm not doing any like lactation supplements or stuff like that. I almost did there for a minute because when the motor was breaking on that other S12, I felt like my supply was dropping. It really wasn't. It was just because the suction wasn't as much. So I almost did get some from, I think it's Legendary Milk or something like that. I almost got some supplements from them and then I was fine. So yeah, I just do prenatal. I take Zyrtec every day because allergies. And that's pretty much it. So I've been only exclusively pumping now since she's been basically born. I breastfed, or I attempted to breastfeed her the first like week. I pumped on top of it, but like like I've said before, her latch was just not working for me. Cohen like naturally took to it. She tried to naturally take to it, but her latch even like on a bottle isn't the best. And I have brought that up to the doctor. He doesn't see any like ties in her mouth or anything like that. He just thinks that that's just how she drinks. She'll make like a clicking noise every now and then. And then sometimes I pull her chin down so that her lip comes out to actually latch better, but she's doing a lot better over the past like 2 weeks. She's gotten more of the hang of it. So yeah, I don't have much more to kind of say. I was going to give you guys like a look in 24 hours of my pumping journey, but I might save that for another day because it would be easier. This is already getting to be probably a longer vlog because it's talking about something that I'm doing constantly every day. But I'm gonna go ahead and start doing dishes and get Cohen out of his room because it sounds like he's in his closet and that is not where I want him. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next vlog. I'll probably do another day in the life just because I enjoy doing that. It's fun just to kind of see the growth that happens too during this season. So I'm going to do another day in the life vlog. I'll probably do like pumping along with that vlog so you guys can see what my schedule is on that day. But like I said, I'm not strict with myself. I had really bad postpartum anxiety with Cohen, and I don't want to go back down that road, so I'm being a lot more laid back this time around. Like you guys already saw my supply in the freezer. I'm not too worried right now. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day whenever you guys are watching this, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.